Hey, good morning, good afternoon, good evening. How's everybody doing? A lot of people have been here. I kept putting it off a little bit because Chocolate Man's doing a live stream, but he was going to do 10,000 steps. Now he's going to do 17,000 because he didn't walk yesterday or something. So it was getting a little long. So I figured, what the heck? I'll go ahead and do it. So hello, everyone. And thanks for the super chat, Joe. Yeah, you were definitely the first ones. I appreciate it. You guys don't have to do that, but I do appreciate it, and my wife will probably appreciate it a lot more. Joe, who else is here? Randy, how you doing, Andy? Dirty old man. I know that Jake's here. Who else? Tip's here. Who else? Who else? Tom's here or was here. Maybe still here. So a lot of people are probably going to bounce in and out, but that's cool. That's no problem. Again, thanks everybody for the super chats. And yeah, Richard, isn't that a friend of mine did that intro for me? Doesn't want any kind of recognition for it. He's just a very simple man. But anyway, how you doing, Richard? And you all know that Richard did those intros. I want to make sure everybody knows that. So when he goes public, everybody will want to buy his abilities to do intros and outros. Anyway, oh, you are here. Okay, good, Tom. Super tonight, I recognize. Thank you, Jake. You're the man. So anyway, what did I do? Health good. House is okay, man. They did the cover over the Thai kitchen. We went there last night. Yesterday was a. I've got some footage. I haven't put it together yet, but we went to Korat yesterday, and that's a 3-hour drive each way, a little bit over actually. And what the reason that we went is that my wife needed. She was born there, and I'm putting all the paperwork together for my for one of my retirements, and it comes on the first of next year. So anyway, they want her. Hey Andy, thanks. Um, they want her equivalent of her birth certificate, and she didn't have it. So we went there. All of us, me, my wife, my mother-in-law, father-in-law, and the two kids. We all went there for a day drive, and then of course we drove around. And of course, my wife bought, I don't know, 6,000-7,000 baht worth of pots and stuff for plants and on the anyway to make the house look pretty. So it was cool. So I got some footage on that. I haven't edited any of it yet. So it was a long day yesterday, and we got back to the house. We left at about 8 o'clock in the morning, 8:30, and we got back at about 7 o'clock p.m. So we went to the house to drop off all the pots and that kind of stuff that she had bought, so that we didn't have to move them twice. And the guy was there. I had him extend. I want to be able to walk from the carport undercover over to the door that goes into the kitchen. And I told him that, but he didn't build it out far enough. So he's going to put another meter on it so that we have. It's just for when we're like unloading, when she's unloading groceries or from the store. We don't have to get soaking wet or anything. But yeah, exactly, Gator. All pot. Yeah, I mean, I'm going to get some pictures of them. I wanted to get them last night, and I was beat, man. I needed to rest a little bit, so I only got out of the truck to show the guy what I wanted with the cover, and they unloaded all the stuff in there. So I'm going to go over there today, and I want to get some pictures of what she purchased, and that'll be the end of the video, and I'll put that together probably today, and I'll put it up tomorrow or something. I didn't shoot it in 4K. I shot it in whatever it is, 2.7 or whatever. Um, so it shouldn't take me that long. But yeah, thanks everybody. Hey Chris, how you doing? Um, yeah, yeah, my wife's gonna be quite excited. She went to work this morning. Like I said, I looked at the what was it, the analytic things, and the first couple of days it was at 0.05 cents, and now it's up to 21 cents. So it's going crazy. But anyway, it's kind of fun. I'm trying to learn all the other stuff about live streaming. I tried to do one on the road yesterday, and it didn't turn out so well. And then again, like I think I have voiced in the past about my wife not wanting to spend money. I said, "Do I have the best possible thing on my phone for getting internet?" And you know, oh no, no. I said, "I want you to read my lips. I want the best that TOT has. I don't care what it costs. I want the best. Okay. So she's going to check today and have it up because somebody, I forget who it was that popped on. A couple people popped on and said it was buffering. And then when I looked at it afterwards, then I just deleted it. But it was buffering. So we'll see what the best in that TOT has to offer. We'll see what it looks like. So I should have that maybe the next day because I'd like to do a live stream. Probably I'm going to do a video what's today, Friday, either Saturday or Sunday or maybe Monday, because the cabinet maker, the brother, the cousin that's doing all the custom cabinets, he's going to have them um, done, and I think he's going to start installing them on Saturday or Sunday. So I'll have enough to video and show everybody to do maybe a 5 or 10 minute video on the house. Chris, thank you very much, man. So I'll do that, but I'd like to do probably the end of next week or something, or maybe a little bit past that. I'd like to do a live stream from the house and bring everybody up to date on what's happening. I told my wife she was going to have to help me. She said okay, because I said if I'm doing the videoing, I'm not very good, so I can't read and do all that. She's going to have to tell me what people are asking and stuff. But I'm going to try to give you at least the preliminary budget numbers on what I've spent so far. It's right about at 2.8 right now. And I obviously haven't done the landscaping, the plunge pool, or the koi pond, and some other stuff. But it's going to be right around 3. I know it. I think I'm going to get away real cheap, and I'm going to do it as a separate videos and separate costs for both the pool, the plunge pool, and the koi pond, because I think some people are going to. Thank you, Joe. You're all right. I think it's going to be. I think I'm going to be able to do it cheaply. What I've got is I've got the one cousin and one of his helpers for 900 baht a day. And the extra money that I bring into, instead of trying to put that into savings, I'm going to put that back into the house for at least December, January, and February. And I'm hoping that I can at least get the plunge pool done and the pond at least halfway, because I think that we're going to have the wedding and the house christening, whatever it is, on. It's going to be January, February, March, probably in April, because I think that's when the kids get back out of school. It's kind of a bummer around here because the kids got to go back to school on Saturday. Grandma will take them back to the apartment in Bangkok, even though the oldest is 18 and she's going to basically take care of her 16-year-old sister. They're going to be all right, but Grandma wants to make sure that they're okay, which is cool, So it's kind of going to be a bummer around here because the kids are going back to school. But for me too, I mean, I'm going to miss them. Kind of sucks. But anyway, so they're going to be, I want to bring them back like I had said before. I want them to be here when we move. So if we can move on a Tuesday, I will put that off to Saturday, and then we will bring them home on Friday so that they can participate in the moving process. I want them to be part of that. They're all excited anyway, so I want to do that. So, and I'm hoping the first week of December is what I'm shooting. First to second week. I'd like to get in before at the end of this month, but I don't think that's going to happen. I think it's going to be the first couple of weeks. So, my goldfish are getting fat. I might feed them too much. I lost a couple of them. A couple of koi. My water went bad for some reason, and by the time that I got it, tested the water and all that, I lost a couple. But I can't wait to move, and because I'm going to build this koi pond more state of the art type stuff, digital readouts and constant pH monitors and stuff like that. Get into a routine. It's kind of hard around here to keep anything in one place. I want to put all the koi stuff in a cabinet on the back porch so that I can test the water and do all the stuff I want to do. Right now, God bless her, my mother-in-law moves stuff around on me, and if I set it down, it goes to a different place, and then I don't know where it is and dig it out anyway. So hopefully I want to get over there. So I think I might move. I'm gonna take the tilapia, I think I said the other day, and give those to the brother that's building the wall. He has a pond. They'll take all that. I'll clean that and potassium permanganate and sterilize everything, and then move that one over there. Fill it up with water. I've got the filter. One of the filters from the koi pond I'll move over that's already got beneficial bacteria in it, and I'll put 4 or 5 koi in there so that it can go for 2 or 3 weeks before I move over there and see how the water is going to affect the fish too. So it'll be kind of interesting. Yeah, it kind of sucks, but I lost a lot just in the last 2, 3 months. But once I get over there and I get the pond up, it'll all be okay, and I'll go buy some more pocket Wi-Fi. Yeah, that's better, right, Brock? I'll talk to you more about that when we're, um, together online or something. I do want to get something like that too, just as a backup if anything else, or use it and then use my phone as a backup. Hey, Stuck, how you doing? Hey, Mark. Good morning. Good morning. But yeah, so I'll move that over there, and I want to do that. I should be able to get that leveled out. I'd like to move the pond this weekend. The one that has the tilapia in it over there, the one that's going to be the temporary one over at the house, because I have 2 of those above ground pools. But the one that they're in is like 2 years old almost, and it's got some holes and stuff in it. The other one's newer, doesn't have any holes in it, so I'll use that one. Let's see, everybody just saying hi. We have the hotel website. Anyway, okay, just saying hello. So that's what I'm looking forward to. I got to tell him today. I know my wife, I think, has mentioned to him about taking, because the tilapia, the pink ones or whatever they're probably about maybe 6 inches, something like that. And the other ones are still kind of small, the brown ones, but because they're in that smaller tank. But I'd like to get him over there. He can raise them, and then the family will eat them, which is fine with me. Let's see, is Soy here? Hello, I didn't see Soy. Hey, Soy. Um, but yeah, so that's kind of the plan. When I was there, I did notice they were almost done with most of the stuff in the tile in the kitchen. Today, I believe I got to call my wife and find out. But supposedly the granite guy is supposed to, excuse me, supposed to come there today and measure up, and then he'll probably do that in the next couple of days. Excuse me. But that should look nice. And if you saw the granite that was in the master bath that on the top of the sink, that's the same granite that's going to go in the kitchen. So it all looks pretty cool. They put the handrails on. I've got a little short that I might put up for the meantime, but they put up the handrails going up the stairs. They've done a bunch of stuff. But within the next couple of days, they're going to be at over 90%. So I think the last thing that they're going to do or need to do is probably I'm going to guess in maybe 2 weeks. So right around the end of the month is pour the concrete that's going to go for the Thai kitchen and in front of the house and the driveway and all that kind of stuff. And then it's just I want to put in sod, but instant gratification, that's what I'm into. But my wife wants to grow some kind of plants or something. So, hey, Az, how you doing, man? Um, but yeah, so hopefully we'll get the fish at least set up there, get 4 or 5 in there, go and get the bacteria still stabilized. Because when I move it over, what I did last time was I took the one tank, put that in the back of that white tank, that ICB tank or whatever it is, put it in the back of the truck and filled it about halfway with water, and then put the fish in that and moved them over. But I also pumped that water into even though it was heavy ammonia and stuff like that, pumped it into um, the the temporary pond, and then hooked up the filters, which the bacteria is still live in the filters that I'm going to move over there. Start those up. It'll get rid of the ammonia, because I'll actually keep the water. In other words, as I'm dumping it into there, I'm going to be filling up that container in the truck. Let the bacteria eat up that ammonia. Take a test when it's down go ahead and move them into the tank with the water that's in there again, and it should be fine. It's going to be interesting. It's going to be a little bit harder this time, I think, than last time, because of where I've got the pond situated in the backyard and where I'm going to be able to offload the fish in the front yard. It's going to be more of a walk to get there. U.S. News. Okay, that's Eve talking to Joe. Sorry. If I missed something, guys, put it back up again. You've probably got it down by now. So I don't know if I'm imagining that James is still live streaming, but that's okay. Like I said, he was trying to make up for not walking yesterday. If I did that, I'd be walking 200 miles tomorrow. So I need to start walking more. The gym's okay, but I need to start walking more. I did eat too much sodium yesterday because we were on the road. That's interesting to watch. I mean, I can tell right away. At least I can tell now, because then I can immediately stop, and if I need to, take a water pill or whatever to get rid of it, and it works out pretty good. Short of going to the hospital, which I don't like doing. Still walking. Yeah, it's probably going to be a while, another hour. All this talk of bacteria. Yeah, it's the good bacteria though. I made the one. I should have done a couple of videos on the filters that I made, and I might do that when actually I'm going to do a lot of it when I'm building the new one. Some people will be interested in that. It's working tries for the past few months. So somebody must be bopping back and forth. Anyway, so let's see. I heard a bunch of stuff, and maybe somebody else knows in the chat when they want to come on about Pattaya opening up and doing some blanket type deal that's going to make all the bars restaurants. If anybody knows about that, I didn't get to catch Nick. I think it's Nick Dean's NTDIV, or I'm sorry if I screwed that up. But anyway, I didn't get a chance to watch that this morning. I was obviously asleep last night. But I heard a bunch about that. I mean, I don't know. They've got to open this crap up. I mean, I heard that, I think it's Cambodia, that pretty much if you've been vaccinated, you can just walk right in. I don't even know if you've got to do a test. Again, check all this stuff. But this is just all stuff that I'm just hearing when I go through the internet. But they need to get this stuff open. I mean, these people need to open, and it's not only just the Brian Flowers of Pattaya, but all the people. Even if it's just the Thai owners that need to get their full rents and all that kind of stuff, it needs to all transpire as soon as possible. In my opinion, for whatever that's worth. But what's a simple breakdown? Okay, let's see what Chris says here. Did I get you, Chris? What's a simple breakdown on keeping fish as a hobby easy? Well, you know what it is, Chris? It's a lot easier here in Thailand. The biggest problem with taking care of koi and fish in general, outside fish, in California even, we have long summers there. As long as the water temperature stays at a certain range, the good bacteria takes over, the bad bacteria is knocked way down, and the fish are healthy. And like I tell people, you watch the water. As long as you keep the water and test the water and keep the water good, you'll not have hardly any problems. But what it is, when it goes into winter and the water temperatures come down and you stop feeding, and because koi will last all the way down to like 34 degrees, as long as the water doesn't freeze solid, and as long as they make little heater rings that you put in the top of your pond to keep holes so stuff can gas off out of it, they'll live through the winter. But when you're coming out of winter, the bad bacteria grows first before the good stuff gets going strong, and that's when your fish get sick. And it can be kind of devastating for people that are trying to raise them. But if you You build your bacteria right. You go through your new pond syndromes. You get everything down and just test your water. Once you get it right, especially here in Thailand, it's not as bad. It still takes a little bit of work, but it's not as bad. And I really enjoy it. I've been doing it for 30 years, and I really enjoy it. But I like it a lot better here in Thailand. I like the temperatures always at, you know, 80. I think that what it was 69, 70 degrees, I think is what it gets down to here in Surin during these months, November, December, January, maybe February, which is awesome for me. And that's still okay. The bacteria is still going. You can still feed fairly heavily, but um, it never goes into that where it kills off all the bacteria and the bad bacteria starts to take over. Yeah, I do. They are relaxing, Chris. I mean, it's um, stuffing herb mix. What did I miss? Hey, thanks. Somebody did another super chat. Thank you, Randy. You don't need to do that, but thanks, guys. That's just part of the of getting monetized, I guess. I don't know. I just pressed the button and clicked what they told me to click. I can go back and adjust it afterwards. But yeah, I really enjoy it. Besides just even the water movement, waterfall stuff like that, I always had at my 5 or 6 ponds that I had in California. Hammock next to it, table you could actually eat outside. It was nice. It is. It's very relaxing. Let's see. What did the Gator say? Do you have a Vax card? Can you go to Southeast Asia country? Take in a hotel? Yeah. What it is, the one that they gave me is very impressive looking. It has the QR code on it. Um, it from what a couple of people have gone when they went and got vaccinated. Mine looks like upper tier. My wife went over and asked them for a. One buddy of mine just got a handwritten thing. You got Pfizer and signed it or something. But anyway, mine shows all that stuff, and I've already brought it in. Gave my copies and everything at the government hospital. It was only supposed to take a week. It's going on 2 weeks now, and then I will for 50 baht. I get my passport um, vaccination book or whatever it is, the one straight from the government. So yeah, I'm ready to go. But again, because I've procrastinated and I don't have my passport, I've only got one page. I'm not going anywhere. So I've got to do that. I've got to jump on that. Yeah, exactly. And mine, if I had it next to me, I'll show it to you. Or in the next live stream, I'll show it to you. It's very impressive looking. It's all typed out. It's shows the Pfizer, the batch number it came out of, the day I was vaccinated, the day I had my second one, that batch number, the whole thing. It's rather impressive looking. I was surprised because, like yours, I've heard a couple of people say it's not very impressive looking. So, uh, what am I missing? Conversation, there, man. I'm looking at their website and I can't find the option for test and go. Okay, I just miss them. Talk amongst yourselves. That's the best thing about it. But yeah, now the I was listening to James, and of course he's big on all these people, and they are saying stuff about, is it going to be a bummer if you come here and test positive? And like I said before, yeah, it's going to be a terrific bummer. But he said it's like less than 1% on the 100,000 that have come into Thailand since the COE and the now the pass and all that. And if you come here and you have COVID, what you would have got it at home and had to go do something too. So if you're that unlucky, boy, I feel for you. I would, but to get a false positive, now there's the problem that I see. But like I said, as far as I know, you just stay in the hotel for one more night. They test you again. Once it shows that it's a negative, you go on your merry way. You don't have to do a 14-day quarantine or anything. So I would think of it more in my mind that I would have got COVID at home, or obviously I had it before I left wherever my home is. So it's just, I don't know. I'm a big, everybody that watches knows I'm a advocate of come to Thailand, you know. But could something happen? Sure, But like I said, it's less than 1%, and I don't even know if in that 1% when James was stating that, if that included the false positives or just somebody that tested positive and was, and did have it. So I don't know. I still think it's a great time to come to Thailand. It would be a lot greater if the bars were open and you could sit down, of course. And now I think that it's going to be pretty much everywhere. And again, check all your stuff here, but very shortly that you could sit down in a restaurant and have a beer, which you might even be able to do right now in Pattaya. You've been able to do that here in Srin for a while. So I don't know because I don't follow all that heavily, but there's 250 bloggers in Pattaya, so you can get a pretty good idea in Bangkok of what's going on. Uh, yeah, that would be a bummer, and I don't know what they do. Um, if I don't know what the deal is, Randy. If they do, in the past, they've I know there's some people out there. James even said it that have documented it on YouTube. It was a nightmare and blah blah blah, and you can watch those. But I would think that um, if you were on in the past, like I said, they just locked everybody down that was on that plane. But I believe that what I would think the protocol would be now is that everybody would go in and they would test, and maybe you might have to stay. I don't know. I don't know what it is, but yeah, that would be a bummer. So it's not even you. It's what happens around you too. But like I said, it all depends. Singly and coming here, whether you're coming here for girls or whether you're coming here just to you're a single person wanting to, see Thailand. I think it's a no-brainer. My wife, my three kids, my aunt and uncle were all coming as a family. Could be a problem. I don't know. I don't know what I'd do to tell you the truth. But I know as retiring, it's a no-brainer for me. Like I said, I'm a big advocate of retiring in Thailand, and regardless of what they do, whether they make it 800 or 1.2 million or whatever they're going to change, if they change, um, I'm still an advocate of come here. You know, uh, United States, UK, Australia, France, Germany, wherever you're coming from, at least give Thailand a shot because I think you're going to be impressed with the infrastructure, the quality of life, the people, everything about Thailand. I love Thailand. Everybody knows that. And like I said in all my starts of my videos, I am total in awe that they let me live here. It's great. Hey Al, how you doing? How you like the backdrop? Yeah, that's one of the pictures. That's the one that's on my page too. I think. Uh, yeah, I don't know. Like I said, single or coming here to retire, I think it's a no-brainer. On and regards to the, you know, that happening, could it? Yeah, sure. I mean, you could die on the plane on the way over too. I mean, that might happen. So I don't know. It depends on what kind of risk you're willing to take, and what you want to do. If I was in the United States, I mean, even when I came for 2 weeks. I couldn't even wait that was in October, and then I came here the first or second week of November, 2 weeks later after I was here, and already had secured myself a place to stay in Kamala before I went back, and then but I wasn't going to come until January, and I was at home for a week and a half and said, "Forget it, I'm out of here. Why am I going to sit here?" I didn't want to be here, in the U.S. So 2 weeks after I was here, for the 2 weeks I was in Kamala, and went and got my bank account and got all the paperwork I needed, bought a scooter. I was hit the ground running. Now, did I sell everything that I had and came in one suitcase? No, but everything that I have is still in California, and I came in three suitcases. But uh, and I haven't been back for 2 years, and as you know, I'm gonna try to get back. Somebody, Joe did it again. Thanks, Joe. You're the man. But yeah, so it. I'm like I said, I would come. I don't know. Like I said, there's people out there that are no, don't come. The worst place to retire, and it's not good anymore. It's blah, blah, blah. Yeah, that bullshit. I mean, come here, take a look at it for yourself. Don't take my word for it. Don't take any other vlogger's word for it. Come here, check it out. Stay for 6 months or 3 months. I would say at least 3, only because you get a better break on room prices and stuff like that. 6 months better, a year even better than that. But 3 to 6 months, you'll have a pretty good idea of whether this is a place you want to be or not. Let's see. What am I missing? Moral of the story. And moral of the story, don't wait too long. Yeah, like also in my thing, don't put off today with, tomorrow what you can do today. Um, and when I went into the hospital and shit like that, I could be dead tomorrow. I know I'm going to get a bunch of crap from Tip. uh, I could be, and anybody could be, not necessarily me at 64, but a 30-year-old man, a 40-year-old man, anybody or woman, who knows what could happen. And I wish I would have found Thailand earlier with my wife beforehand. Would have been nice, but the life that I have now, um, I got no complaints. You all know my story. I mean, I've got the best wife going, and of course, a lot of people right here in this chat that'll say the same thing, and they do. I mean, it's been 2.5 years. I think we've been together. We've been married for a little bit over a year now. I'm going to be with her the rest of my life. I know it. There's not even a doubt in my mind that anything could possibly happen to where she would leave me or I would leave her. I don't see it. And I know that other people like Brock and everybody that's married, Tom and excuse me, Gator, everybody, they got lucky as far as I'm concerned. They got way before I did, found out about this place. Thank God I found it when I did, because I was on a destructive path big time. Like I said, I wouldn't have done anything deliberately, but I was living right on the edge. I drove the scooter on the edge. I mean, if something happened, it happened. I wasn't worried about it. Pretty much my whole life, I was never really worried about dying, but I really threw it toward the wind when I got here until I met Nitnoy. Then all of a sudden went, wow, might be nice if I lived a little while, so that's what I'm planning on doing. And hopefully she wants me to live to be 100. I don't think that's going to happen, but we'll see. Let's see. Am I missing anything else? Anybody have any questions? How long have we been on? 34 minutes. I'm going to put it up. 64 year spring chicken. Yeah. Oh, and Andy's on. Yeah, Andy's. I'm going to put up the link, Andy, if you want to come on. Andy's all set. I think he has plane tickets. I think he's getting his pass. He's ready to go, and I think it's in January. And Andy, you can tell me or type in if you don't want to come on. But Andy, I think, is a little bit excited about getting the hell out of Australia and coming to Thailand. What did Brock say? I have photos of my wife's uncle wearing a snow jacket. The temperature was 14. People were dying of the cold. Wow. Yeah, I noticed, I really didn't just till the other day. This is how much I'm not really in tune to vehicles and stuff like that in Thailand. I just noticed on the truck, my wife's truck, that it doesn't have a heater. Now, I've seen some cars very rarely, especially in California, not have air conditioning, that I thought was just ludicrous. But not a heater. I was like, wow. I went to defrost. There was some stuff built up on the window, and I went to, it's got no setting. But anyway, neither here nor there. But it never, the weather here now is completely awesome. And I don't know if it's throughout the whole Isan, but here in Surin, it is awesome. I mean, it gets like 83, 84, 69, 70 degrees in the morning. That's why if I do take the trip, which I'm going to come to Rayong, I think, I asked James in his live stream if he was going to have a meetup, and he said yes. And I believe he said he wanted to have it after Thanksgiving, but before December, I think. So I'm going to start getting ready, get my wife prepped up, but because I'm going to go on the Forza, there's not a doubt. And Tom has graciously, Thailand Digital Nomad has graciously offered if I stay in Rayong to go ahead and drive me back and forth to Pattaya. I think he goes every day anyway. And let's see. So hopefully he's still walking. Yeah, it's gonna be a while. I think James is. He wanted to get to 17,000, so he'll do 2.5, 3 hours, I'm sure. Temperature drop. Hold on. What did Mark say? I don't. A temperature drop. Low down to Bronx in the mountain. Yeah, and I heard up. I don't know. Maybe somebody else. I haven't been to. Let me put up the link. I haven't been to Chiang Mai or Chiang Rai or that area, but my wife says it's mountainous, and I'm imagining it would get cooler there. But I'm hoping to be able to do a little bit. I want to try that moto camping. There's a link in case anybody wants to come on. My TV 50 doesn't have a heater. That's your either. There have been early morning drives that would have been nice. Yeah, the only time like it's 70 degrees when I hop on the scooter right in the morning and going out, it would have never been. It would have been warm to me back then, but now it's a little bit on the cold side. It's where it would have never been. It would have been warm to me back then, but now it's a little bit on the cold side. There, I'll unmute you in a second. But anyway, yeah. So, but my wife got me a hooded sweatshirt that I keep under the seat. I'm going to go ahead and turn Brock. Okay, you're on. Back on. So in case I do need it, but I'll see. And then I've got the suit. Yeah. Yeah, Tom's a good man, but yeah. So I'm looking forward to it too, Tom. I can't wait. What is this one? My first new car didn't have air conditioning. I wasn't willing to pay the additional extra 800 on 50 and 85. Yeah, 9 years. Yeah, I don't. I had not me, but I forget what it was called, a Yugo or something. One of my relatives had it. It was a 3-cylinder car. Weird thing. It didn't have air conditioning. I notice everything here has air conditioning. I even looked at a couple of Volkswagen air cooled, and they had air conditioners on it. So it's which I think is really taxing an air cooled motor. But let's see. Yeah, so that's what I'm hoping for, Tom. I'm hoping to get there. I'm hoping he and since it's a meetup, I'm sure that James is going to give me enough time to get there. In other words, he's not going to say we're going to meet up today at 3:00 or something. He's going to give me a few days because I want to take. I'll try to make it there in one day, but I'm going to go ahead and leave myself open that if I, halfway across, because it's about, I want to say it's 6.5 hours. So if I want to break it up on the scooter, it's probably 7, maybe. So I might break it into 2 days, is what I'm saying. So I might be gone like 6 days. I'll take 2 days to get there, stay there for 2 days, and take 2 days to get back. But I really want to get out and ride because I want to go to Pachuap too, and see Joe. But I think and Gift. But I think I'm going to. I think my wife wants to go. We both want to go, so we might wait on that. But I'll probably see him beforehand because I'm hoping they're going to put a scooter ride, the 7 or 10 day one that they've been talking about, and them being Chuck and Joe and James and about this ride. I think it's going to be in December, but I don't know for sure. Let me see. Greg. How you doing, Greg? Went out the other day in Las Vegas when it was 82 and thought I might. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, exactly. It's a lot different, boy, when you're used to the heat. Even up in Bass Lake, up above Fresno will be 105 and 108, stuff like that. But it would still get up. People think you're up in the mountains. I was at right about 3,000 feet, and it would still get 100, 102 up there. But it's nice. You got the lake. I had a pontoon boat. I had the wave runners, so it was nice. I'm not sure what.
You want to eat? I don't know what it is. Get a food one way, one Brock.
What do you think? I think Brock's going to get to eat. What do you guys think? You going to get to eat? You were babysitting.
There you go, Randy. That's
Cracklin?
what pork crackle is.
Yeah, cracklin.
Yeah.
In the South, I think they call them cracklins. We called them pork rinds. in California. But let's see. Off to bed. Oh, Richard, you've been here. Off to bed for me. I have to practice my 3:30 wake up for tomorrow. Oh, that's right. What
Good
time
morning,
is it going to
Richard.
be, Richard, here?
8 p.m., Dave.
8 p.m. tomorrow night. Okay, cool. Working here. I got to get on with stuff. All right, Az. Thanks. Have a good day, man. First super chat guy. This must be Joe. Cool.
Here.
Hey, I can hear you.
Can you hear me?
In 2 nights. Yeah, I
Yes,
can hear
we
you, Joe.
can.
How's it going?
All right.
How are
I
you?
couldn't resist. No camera today.
Hey.
I'm ugly.
Yeah. And so am I. That's why I try to keep the 720. If I could change it down to 280 or something, I'd take that. Hey, Gator. You guys are crazy. What's the best about here? Let's see. Did this come up?
Hey, Jake.
What about our family and friends? They're incredible. We've been blessed. Yeah, and I really do. Out of all the crap that goes on and this and that and people trying to stir up crap and whatever it is, and I still in my back of my mind, my wife says treat them like barking dogs because I really appreciate the family that is forming here on this channel with the people, and hopefully it'll grow so that more people can get involved, more quality people like we have now. And I just enjoy it. And like I said, as long as I'm enjoying it, I'm gonna do it. But thank you very much. Thanks everybody that's put up those deals. I don't even know, to tell you the truth, I don't even know how I turned the stuff on because it just came up on my page in studio and I clicked a couple of buttons and then it said, oh, you can't have this yet or something. And I said, okay. And I went and then all of a sudden Joe popped on with the first one this morning. So you guys are awesome. But it is fun. The people ask what, and you don't have that. I'm going to do videos once I can get out and around. But how many vloggers do we have that are doing food videos, travel videos of quality caliber? James, Joe, Chuck. There's a bunch of them. All I want this to be is everybody who wants to come to Thailand and is in Thailand can come on here and voice, excuse me, anything they want, pretty much. Like I said, they don't have to agree with me on everything. As long as they're respectful, they're more than welcome to come on. And that's all I wanted to be because I know Joe was asking, what do you have planned? And that's pretty much it. Have a good time, meet more quality people, enjoy my retirement, and have fun, a couple hours every other day on live streams and do the videos. I don't mind doing some of them around the house like I had told you guys. I had talked to the builder and he's already signed 2 more houses. I said, is it okay that through that process I come by maybe every couple of weeks and do a little short video on your build and how much it costs and how it goes? And he said, yeah, no problem. So I might still do those. And then of course the family thing, more about my life, more for my family, but a lot of people are interested in what does Dave do, which isn't much, but the stuff like going to Korat yesterday, although I did try to email Maggie's journey in case anybody knows about her. She's a great lady. And I would never go there without her boyfriend, Leaf, being in town. He's coming in December, but she came in yesterday morning and said, we're going to Korat today at 6:30. Or not came in, woke up and told me we're going to Korat today. So I messaged Maggie and said, my family's coming there. I'd like to, say hello. I would do it with my wife, children, and in-laws, but I would never go by myself and meet her without her family and her boyfriend there, which is probably what I'm going to end up doing because I didn't get a chance to see her, obviously. But I will go in December when he's around. I'll try to meet up with her because I really liked her. She was actually the first vlogger that I met through Richard's travel show. I saw her on there, and then I went on at night, and she was on in the middle of the night. And I talked to her a little bit, and she's a very, very good young lady. I just like her whole attitude on life and everything about her. She's a good one. So if you get a chance, watch, subscribe to her. Support the phone. Yeah, thanks, Jake. It's fun, and like I said, some people you know, they're busting my balls about everything that I do. No content, this and that, just trolls, and I don't care. Like I said, I let it roll off one shoulder. But as long as we're having fun, and as long as the people want to come on and talk, and like I said, even the people that are on their way here, coming here, want to come here, want to know a little bit more about what's here. I'm no gigantic authority, but I've been here 3 years. I've got a pretty good idea of what it takes to live in Thailand. And went through a lot of changes coming here as a, you know, um, a single guy and a widower, and all the way up to being married again, and now building a home and building a whole life here in Thailand. So, like I say, any questions that you guys have, feel free to ask me. If you don't want to ask them on air or don't want to comment, that's fine. Or don't want to get in the chat, just send me an email, whatever you want to do, and ask me a question, and I'll try to get back to you if I have a an answer that I figure is a good one. If not,
I
I'll
do
try
have.
to find out. Go ahead, Joe.
So, what's the next goal for your YouTube channel?
What's that?
What's your next goal for your YouTube channel?
I just to grow, I guess. I just want to meet more people. I'd like to have it so that there's a community of people that once everybody. I think most of the people that are watching it are between 55 and 65. Although I was really surprised that was like 15% of 25 to 35, which kind of intrigued me a little bit. But the was that here or there? Was that me?
I don't know who was. Somebody dropped a clanger.
I think it was me. Somebody has my door open. Can you close that door, please? So what was I saying? Sorry, I went off track here. Oh, so basically, I guess to eventually just get a whole network of people that, because eventually the people, as far as I'm concerned, most of the people that watch, I'll get back on now. I know my brain's kicked in. That are coming here are going to retire here in Thailand. And so even if we're still every 2, 3 times a week, whatever the live streams are, we can meet up. Once everybody's here, the more and more it grows, 5 people, 10 people, 20 people. Once every quarter, once every 4 months or something, we all meet in Pattaya or anywhere, and just get together for the weekend and enjoy each other's company. That's basically. I don't have any real plans beyond that. And like I said, the more the merrier. So the people that join, we go from meetups a couple times a year or whatever they are, from 5 or 10 people to 100 people. I think it would be a kick in the ass. And like I
Well,
said, I'm getting to know everybody too. So it makes it nice. And everybody that I've met, Tom, Mitch, Mark, all these people are great people. They're just like they are when you guys are talking to me now. They haven't been the same. It's always been just the same person. And I'm hoping that's what they think about me, which I think they do because I don't change. I'm the same person 24/7. So, but that's, I guess, would be my goal is to have fun and have people have fun with me. So not not too much. Not like I want to have 1 million subscribers, and no, not really, because then hell, I can't even handle 25, 30 people in the chat. I get caught behind. So, but that's pretty much it. I don't think anything more than that. Whatever the people are, it'll be. People see me, they like it, they like everybody that's here and want to join the channel. Then join and come on and tell us about yourself or when you're coming, what you're doing, that kind of stuff. I guess it's kind of a medium for people that don't have a YouTube channel that want to come on and talk about what they're going to do and find out some information from people that hopefully have been coming here for years, like Brock, people a lot more, Mitch, that have been coming here way longer than I have, just to learn and grow, I guess. Hope that answered it. Did that answer? Maybe I did. Did I talk in circles, Joe?
no, you're good. I great answer.
Okay, cool. Yeah, that's basically it. Just have some fun. Like you said, what am I missing here? Anybody, if you Dirty old man asks if I'm landing
Yeah.
once the pass comes through. Change it. I don't
James
understand.
Walker stopped.
They never ask for when I'm landing, but once the Thailand pass comes through, I can change times if I need it. Okay. I guess Andy's asking something that. When are you planning on coming, dirty old man? I know that you had some health issues that you were taking care of. Are you pretty much ready to come to Thailand? And where are you going to go when you come? Just asking. You don't have to answer any of these. I'm just throwing questions out there. Just teasing. I missed something. What did Al tease you about? Going to blame Brock. No, but I think it was actually me. Excuse me, guys. Sorry. Let's see. What did finally? It's exhausting watching Jane. I know, but what I try to think, Greg, is that it helps me burn calories by watching him walk. Although I know that's never going to happen. Gotta love Thailand. My flight lands at 11:30 p.m. When?
I don't
Did
know.
I miss? Did I miss something? What did I
No,
miss?
sorry.
What did I miss? Finally exhausted watching James. It's okay. I'm the fall guy. I can take. Um, Going to take care of. So, when are you coming? Was that just 11:30? Is that a joke, or is it today, or 2 months from now, or tomorrow, the next day? That's cool. Whenever you come is great. Need a date. We're gonna Dave not gonna publish. Oh, that's fine. Cool. Yeah, I would definitely like to know, and I definitely want to meet up if and when you get here, for sure. I understand that totally. Been there, but yeah, I don't know. I think they're going to make it easier and easier and easier. Andy, what was the process of your Thailand pass? Did you have any problems? Have you gotten it back? What was it on there? You might have answered that already. What did this say? Yes, have to send hotel paid confirmation on the pass. Did you already apply for it, Andy? I'm imagining you did. I think you did. But yeah, I don't know. James said it wasn't that big a deal. Chuck and Paige did it. They had a little bit of problem, but they were trying to apply like the day it opened. And nothing against Thailand, because I think the United States would be the same way, that once they open up something on the internet, it ain't going to work. So, but I think once they got it done 2 or 3 days later, it all went through. Because I know theirs was a weird deal. She has dual citizenship, but her name, I don't know. You have to watch Chuck's video. He explained the whole thing again. But anyway, it's not a normal deal. But I think he's going to resolve that with getting her name changed on her Thai passport.
Yeah. And
let's
ID
see
card.
here. I will take care. I'll take care of you, dirty. Well, you got a love connection. I get to come to any kind of wedding or anything. I hope. I don't have my visa yet. Have to have that before the Thailand pass. Okay. What are you going to try to get? I imagine you're in the United States. Are you going to get a retirement visa, or are you just going to get just a 3-month visa, or which one are you going to get? What kind? And Andy says Thailand pass fairly easy, just waiting for the email or the QR code. Cool. And where are you gonna come? Obviously to Thailand first, but where are your plans? You gonna stay I know that you travel. Andy's a traveling fool. I don't know where I'd like to know where you're gonna go. Not any dates or anything, just because I know you like Japan. I don't know. Obviously, I think Cambodia is open. I'm sure the other surrounding countries are going to follow, and that they're not going to want them to get all the Yeah, 60 days. Yeah. And that's the one that I used to, that's the one I used to use. And it was easy for me because my mom's house was only about an hour, 45 minutes from the Thai embassy in Los Angeles. So I would fly back after the 3 months, get all the stuff that I wanted to take, my spices, deodorant, anything that I wanted, chocolate for the kids, all that kind of stuff, and then hop back on the plane with another 90 days. And then because I was coming back every 3 months, and now with the retirement visa, I'm going to do it every 4 months once I get into a rhythm and this crap's over with. Landon, what did I say? Landon, Bangkok. Then who knows? Good for you, Andy. Well, let's see. I just retired. My pension isn't settled yet, which makes retirement visa difficult to get. Yeah, yeah. What I had gotten, they only wanted a piece of paper. I didn't end up having to use it. I just moved over the money, but and then, well, I moved what I needed to move. But I believe that as long as you get a paper from them stating what it's going to be, that they should take that. I would think. But I got mine when I was here. You might want to talk to Mitch too. Mitch got his when he was here. He came over on just a 3 month deal, and he might be able to give you some insight. I'm sure he's still over on James's channel. But on my retirement, that was the reason I went to Korat, like I said yesterday. Now I'll call them up at about probably 2 o'clock in the morning, my time, 3 o'clock in the morning, Thai time, and talk to the lady over there. Make sure I have everything that I need. I need a copy of my wife's death certificate, my birth certificate, a bunch of stuff, passport and all that kind of stuff. Go through it all because it's in Frisco, and then I'll send it all to them, and it should start on the 1st. And then that's the reason I'm doing that is that's the one that my wife can inherit after I pass. We had to be married a year. I have to get the marriage license translated into English. Get some couple of things notarized. It's not that big a deal, but they just want to make sure they're giving it to the right person. But yeah, and if you talk to Mitch, can probably give you a little. Maybe when he comes on the next time, if I remember, I'll see if I can get him to run through what he went through on that. This dirty old man thing. Sounds great. It's a love connection. See what Al thinks about that. Better retirement. That's what I did, and that's what Mitch did. But see, mine was kind of weird, Al, because I had the process 99% done when I went in and got the tube shoved down my throat and was in ICU for 2 months. So beyond the doctor, my wife got a letter. Not, she wasn't my wife then; she was my girlfriend, but they thought that she was my wife. Got a picture of me in ICU, which you're not supposed to take pictures, a letter from the doctor, which you're not supposed to do that, a phone call from the doctor to immigration, a letter from the nurse, and everything else. And she went down and got them to finish up. Like I said, it was 99% done. Finish up while I was still in the hospital. I had my retirement. It was a typo. They thought we were married, which we are now. So. But I think I'm going to maybe change it. I don't know if I mentioned. I usually bring in 100, and it turns out to be over 100 baht, 3,200 American dollars. But my problem is if they change it to the 1.2 million from the 800,000, because I just get my bank statement and show it to them. If they change it to that and the baht gets strong and the dollar drops a little bit, for that same $3,200, it's ranged here in Thailand since I've been here from 98,000 baht to 105 or 6,000 baht. So I'd have to bring in 100,000 baht. So if I don't want to take any chances, what I'm thinking about doing, I have to renew it in February. I'm thinking about getting a marriage visa, which would be half that. Then I won't have any problems. But so I might do that. Last time that I asked, they said it's kind of a pain in the ass, but some people have said because she works for TOT, because we're married, because we own a house, because she owns 2 houses, because she has kids and all this stuff, that it shouldn't be that hard to do. But we'll see. And of course, I'll keep everybody advised on what the hell happened to me when I go and when I do it, what happens. Thailand Elite. Cool. Thanks, Joe. But yeah, so that would be, and I don't know, has anybody heard? Because this 1.2 million has only been seen on a piece of paper floating through the government or something. Does anybody heard anything? Is it going to become a law, or do we know?
Nothing more seems to have popped up on the Thai Visa news channel
Okay.
that I get
Yeah.
every day.
I just can't see them doing it, because I even at my 800 of my 65,000 baht or 67,000 baht each month, that almost 99% of that goes back into the Thai economy. So I can't see them taking a swing at retirees. I just don't see it, but I could be wrong. Hey Bodo, how you doing? I just looked at what did Bodo say? I'm just looking for a viable camping site in Thailand. There's a bunch of them. Let's see, what is this? I did a calculation, investment earning of 12% annual. Elite Visa costs the same as dropping 1.2 million into the Thai bank account for 5 years. I everything that I've seen on that visa, and from what James has said, and from what Kevin 30 and a Wake Up has said, is if you got the money, it looks like a good deal on paper to me. If you don't want to be bothered, you're under. I don't know your age either. A lot of theirs had to do with they're not of age to retire yet. I think that when it comes about, I don't know about Kevin, but I know James will probably go and get a retirement visa.
Yeah, it costs $30,000 US for the visa.
Is that for the 5 year there?
For a 20 year.
20 year? Oh, okay. Yeah, because I know they have what, 5, 10, and 20? Yep. I don't even know. But
5 is roughly a little over 16,000 US dollars.
Right.
30,000 for a 20 year. So if you're going to take that
go ahead.
20 years and divide it by what 1.2 million, you're still saving money.
Yeah. I would think so too. But the but you're getting to spend that money too. So it's not you're getting to spend the money that 1.2 into the to survive, live, pay for rent, pay for whatever. But I think that it was Kevin that was saying he wanted to change his from a 5 year to a 20. He was going to put out another 10 grand or whatever it was going to cost, because he's planning obviously on being here for a while. But like I said, if it's something that you can afford, dirty old man, I would look at it carefully, but it looks like it's something that would be a nice, you don't have to worry about crap for 5 years and then roll into a retirement. But if you're of retirement age, I don't see any reason to have to do it. If you have a Thai partner, a Thai friend, or whatever it is, like I said, I'll go down in February and do mine. And if I was just doing it, I'd go in, it would cost me 1,900 baht when I did it last time. And if I have all the paperwork, it's done that day and I'm out. And now with the government center being a stone's throw from the new house, I'll be done there in under a half a day, probably an hour, depending on how popular it gets once everything gets back to normal. But that's what I would do, because I just don't want to spend the money. I'm just cheap, I guess. Or it isn't so much cheap as that I look at it like I'm of age. I can do it for 1,900 baht a year. My wife goes down there. I don't have to talk to anybody. She does all the talking, and boom, sign here, do this, and we're done. She knows what paperwork to bring, what they need. She's got it all down in one suitcase that she takes, or envelope with everything in it. So I would definitely keep on doing the retirement if I was of retirement age. unless they make a bunch of changes, then it might be different. Yeah. Oh, there's James. You're not walking still, James. Come on. I waited and waited. I was supposed to go on at 8:45, and I didn't go on until 9:30. And I go, James is just going to walk until tomorrow. I gotta get this done. I gotta go to the house. Elite is straight convenience. Yeah, and I think for what you're doing, I think it is. It's perfect. But like I said, for me, and if you've got a Thai partner or a friend or whatever, it's a no-brainer. They want to, if you've got, and especially if you've got 800,000 in the bank, you don't even have. All you got to do is show that. Otherwise, if you're taking the 67 each month, you've got to get a year's statement from the bank, and they won't do that at a local branch. You have to send away for it to Bangkok. It takes a week to get it back and do it. But if you've got 800,000, you can walk in. You can walk into the any local place and do it quickly. Yeah, I don't think I took away too many people. Most of them are bouncing back and forth. And Chocolate Man saying hello to everyone. James is a good dude, man. I can't wait to meet you. I was just saying that too. I'm hoping, since it's not going to be a gigantic secret when you do put a date together for a meetup, that I have enough time to get there, because I'm going to come on the Forza. I'll come into Rayong, stay in Rayong, and Tom has graciously offered to drive me back and forth to Pattaya. So hopefully I'll have at least 2 or 3 days notice, which I think I will. What does it say? 1900 a year.
Morning, James.
Marriage visa. I think it's the same. I think it's the same tip for the marriage visa or the retirement visa. I think it's 1,900 baht for the year. And like I said, at the new place is so close to me. The people are talking. I'm getting notifications. Anyway, it's a piece of cake. And like I said, with the new government center real close to me, I walked in there to do my 90-day. It had a gigantic office. I'm going to shut this off. A gigantic place. And hey, Tom, how you doing? You're trying to call me. So now Tommy was just trying to call me. 2 people in there. They were a couple. 4 or 5 agents there. Me and Nitnoy sitting back. He waved her up, took my passport. While he was talking to these people, put it in the computer, typed up the paper that's to staple into my passport. As soon as they stood up, maybe 3 minutes later, he waved us over, handed me the passport, and I was out of there. 10 minutes tops. So it's really nice with this new government center. See what James said. Hey, Joe, you're an animal. I just got super chat, so people are going crazy. You guys don't have to do that. Yeah, the retirement visa isn't really no. And like I said, even if you wanted, because I know that you like things the simplest, if people can still get the retirement through an agency. But like I said, if you have a friend, a girlfriend, a partner, whatever it is, it's a piece of cake. It's really a piece of cake.
James will find out about that. The 1,900 bahts, the fee for the renewing the visa, not the money you have to have in the bank.
Yeah, and you could do that both either way. You can either have 400 in the bank or 800 on a retirement, or 67, I think 67,000 a month, or half that for a marriage. It's easier if you've got the money to just put it in and you don't have to worry about it. But which is probably what I'm going to do. I'm a rookie at all this visa talk. How many different? Oh, wow. 50? I don't have a clue, Randy. There's a bunch of them. There's work visas and education visas, and there's a bunch of them. The easiest that I would think coming here now, if you're just going to visit, is just get the 90-day, the 60 with the 30. I think you can even, James probably knows better than me, but I think you can get an entry visa just flying in now. I don't know. Maybe I could be wrong. James might know, but I would just get that. I lived close enough to the Thai embassy, like I said, 45-minute drive from my mom's house, and I could get whatever I wanted when I was there. And I just got the 3-month deal until I went and got it, and I got it here. And like I said, if you know, once you get here and you're going to retire, then I would say, Randy, you would do. I would do what Mitch will probably join in sooner or later. I would do what he did. He did an agency. That way you don't have to worry about having anybody. He got the travel visa, the 90-day deal, and then had them turned into a retirement visa, and it was all done in 3 weeks, 2 weeks, something like that. And he could tell you what it cost. I don't know what it cost. The 90-day visa would work for me for now. Yeah, and it's easy. I don't know where you're at, but I got mine at the embassy in the Thai embassy in Los Angeles. I could leave my mom's house at 7:00 in the morning, get up there about 8 because of traffic, 8:30. I would turn in at 9:00. I'd usually get there 9:00. So I'd turn in my passport with all the paperwork. They looked at the paperwork. They told me, yes, everything is here. Come back at 3:00, and they'd give it to you same day. So I'd go out, bum around LA, go visit some people and places, come back, go in. Traffic was just starting to pick up again, get home in 45 minutes, and I was ready to get on the plane and head back to Thailand. So that's what I did. What is James saying? Visa exemption is still an option, or 60 days from the embassy. Both give you enough time to process. Yeah, I think so too. And do you remember, you probably don't know what it was, but I know that Mitch did, how much it was for an agency to do your retirement visa. I don't think it's a lot. It all depends. 10,000 baht's a lot of money to some people and not anything to another. So I guess it's all relative. But Dave, what did I miss? Let's see. Dave, you did marry me. That's what I'm planning on doing. I think I'm going to change it to a marriage, just in case. Because like I said, I bring in 3,200 a month, which, depending on how strong the baht is, can range anywhere from 98. I've had it as low as 98,000 to as high as like 106. So the fluctuation there, I don't want to worry about. So I can either move 800 into it and not mess with it at all, or move 400 in and get the marriage visa and not mess with it at all, or just take monthly deals in. But I don't want to all of a sudden come that short, because I've heard nightmare stories of people saying, oh, my 1 month I was 100 baht short, and they didn't give me my retirement visa. So that's what I'm probably going to do, is to go to a marriage, just because. See what it's stuck out to say. James talking in Thailand. If I do a retirement in Thailand, I'm using an agent. Yeah, and Mitch did too, stuck, and it was real easy for him. And James knows all about the agents. It's obviously, if you've got the money, definitely the way to go. I'm 40 minutes. Okay. So that's right. You're my old stomping grounds, Thousand Oaks, right, Randy? That area, San Fernando Valley. Yeah. That's right. My mom's in Reseda, so it was easy for me. Yeah, I think so too. Let's see. NA services charges like 6 to 8,000 baht. Yeah, I mean, what is that? 60, 90, 100, 150, 200 bucks? It's a no-brainer for me. If I didn't have my wife, I would have definitely done that. Yeah, this is a troll here. You can get rid of him.
He's gone.
Okay, good. This is my last warning. I love these trolls. God bless them.
Yeah, it's not appearing on the chat.
Okay, cool. All right, so I'll leave it down. So anyway, that's what I would definitely do. I would use that if like I said, if I didn't have a friend, a girlfriend, a partner, a wife, or whatever, I definitely would have went for that kind of money. I mean, it's a no-brainer to me. 1 baht. For 23.69 Aussie. Is the Aussie dollar still strong against the baht now? I know it was on the rise big time. Andy said it's 23.69.
No, it's
Is that
dropped.
good or bad? Is that good or
Bad.
bad?
It's
Bad?
bad. It got near
What?
25 a little while ago.
Oh, okay. That's what I thought. Somebody was saying it was up. Not that much sitting in my chest last time. Yeah, I know. Yeah, it's easy. Like I said, I think Mitch, James, they all did it. They had the right idea, and especially Mitch did it the retirement visa way. It was like he didn't have any pressure. They did everything, and I think it was the same place that James used, or James gave him the name. It was like easy. He was relaxed. They'd tell him where to show up, what to do, sign this. Okay, go get something to eat. Come back in an hour. That kind of stuff. Okay, you're all done. Here's your thing. And I think he did it for his driver's license too, and I think he did it for a bank account. I don't know what he's doing on why he didn't drop in, but next time that we do a live stream, we'll get his input on it. Aussie dollar is useless as usual. Hey Gary, what's happening? Yeah, I don't know. I mean, Australia has to get their shit together because, where Brock's at, there's still they don't even, you can't even fly out of there and go anywhere, right? As of now.
No, basically, I can go to the eastern states, but why would I want to go there?
Yeah, but you said it cost you like $2,000 more to fly there and then fly to Thailand or something.
That's right. It's not cheap to fly there.
Yeah, that's crazy. I don't know what they're thinking. I know nothing about your whether they're presidents or what they are, governors or whatever they are. There, they need to get their shit together.
Air travel's always been pretty expensive in Australia.
Yeah, I wanted to try. I still got it. Like I told you guys before, I got a lot of relatives. When they migrated to the United States, half of them went to New York and the other half went to Australia. So I've got like, I don't know, 150 relatives in Australia, and I want to go see them. It's on my bucket list.
Yeah, Soy Mafia. Yeah, Dave's got a guest room underneath the stairs.
Yeah, under the stairs, but you got to fight or arm wrestle two other people to get to
Me.
it. Joe's one of them. The pot is getting started. How you doing, Tommy? I will call you after the stream. I shut my phone off because I was getting a bunch. Mitch is rapping with a bunch of people on something that's notifying in a group I'm in. So totally understand your sentiment. It's transient. Yeah, you're right. We have what is it? We have those Victoria. Yeah, I don't. I just don't. I don't understand. I mean, like I said, even if maybe they did say this, or maybe I'm getting wrong information. But if they told me I'm in Australia, yeah, you can go wherever you want, but you're gonna have to do an 8-month queue when you get back, and lock down in a room with no windows and one bucket for a toilet. At least I know what I was up against. But I don't think they offer you that, do they? Saying if you go, you have to come back, or maybe they do. I don't know. You tell me, Brock.
Well, you just can't get back into WA. I think you've got to do 2 weeks, maybe home quarantine if you come back from overseas. But
so, and you couldn't fly directly in, right? You'd have to fly into
there's no direct flights.
All right. So, I don't know. Well, hopefully it changes.
Yeah.
Okay, wait a second. You're fine. I'm leaving soon. Oh, okay. That's all I'm going to tell you. All right, cool. Text me later. Looking forward. So, yeah, I would definitely do it that way. If anybody's coming here, I would go ahead and get the, get a 3-month deal. Come here, and it gives you plenty of time to get whatever you want. If you're planning on retiring here, if you're just checking it out, then you're going to probably, like me, stay for stay for 3 months, and then go, yeah, this is where I want to be. And you're going to need to fly home to put together your 3 leaving suitcases and come back like I did, I would imagine. And then that way, when you come back, get another 3-month deal, and then go ahead and get your retirement when you're here. Hey, there's Mitch. We were talking about your ears burning. We were wondering how much it cost to get your. I said you had gotten your retirement visa through an agency. I think you got your driver's licenses through an agency, and you got your bank, I think, through an agency. Am I correct or am I wrong?
Hi, Mitch.
Yeah, I know he was on James's walking venture this morning, and like I said, I started way late trying to get past that, but there was nothing. James wasn't stopping anywhere in sight when after I postponed it for an hour or over an hour. I've been here the whole time. Yeah. I forget who was asking, but they were asking. So if you've got it, fine. If you don't want to say it, that's fine. If or whatever the reason, that's cool too. Can you email me the name of the agent? Did you see that? Mitch probably saw that, I'm sure. And it was really good. And Mitch had talked to me about it, and it was a no-brainer. Nice people. Be here, sign that, sit here, have a sandwich, have a coffee, come here, go there, see you on Tuesday, here's your stuff, that type of stuff. I didn't hear he didn't bitch to me about anything like this is the worst experience I've ever had in my life. Nothing like that. So everybody said, hey, Rank Sound, how are you doing, sir? Long time no see. Hope you are well. He's a good guy. If you guys aren't subscribed to Rank Sant, he's a older Thai gentleman that goes out and does nice little videos in his neighborhood, just short stuff. I find it very entertaining. I like it. It's nice, calming. He's a good guy. Give him a subscribe to him. And everybody's saying hello to Rank Sant.
Hello, Rungsat. Long time no see.
Let's see. Jake is here, so let's see Jake in. Hey, Jake. I don't know. He came up, but he's there. He is. Okay. He's here.
Hello, Jake. Hello, Jake.
So, guys, I'm here. My wife's watching. She's watching Work Point, so I'm gonna be in and out because I don't want to go to the back bedroom.
Okay, no problem. Thank you very much for the super chat. You guys don't really have to do that. That's awesome. My wife will be.
You know something?
That's
something you guys should go out. What my point was, you guys should go out, take some of those super chats, have a nice dinner or something on your subscribers, and just enjoy it and say yeah, it took a little while, Dave. It did, but hey, look, you guys are here. You're doing these things, and just because I don't know, she's doing her thing. She's got her job at the hospital, right?
all right.
Man, maybe now she sees you're doing this, and it's not just Dave sitting in front of a camera. You're like actually, you're making a few bucks off of this, and
Yeah, but I don't do
some
the
things.
Thai people. I will do the Thai thing, and I do appreciate it, guys. But and if it does come down to that, when you come here, we'll meet up, and I'll buy you dinner, and whoever else comes. So I do appreciate it, though. It'll be well received by my wife. She will be thoroughly amazed, and she probably already kind of once I tell her, she'll be figuring out how she's gonna give it to the little old lady that is too old, so she can't ride her bike anymore. She has to walk and push her cart that's been going around her neighborhood since she was born, 40 years, and she wants to help her. So I think that's going to be her very first subject is this particular lady. So, and if anybody wants to or is interested in anything like that, I wasn't going to film any of the stuff, but if my wife does it, maybe I will do little shorts
No, he
so you can
wasn't,
see.
dirty old man.
What's that?
Not to interrupt, but Dave, as
Yeah, go
as
ahead.
a short, that would be a good thing, really.
Yeah, just so people can see. Like I said, I'm not really worried. The people that want to give, and it's going to go in that. People that want an accounting of everything, I will say this is what it got spent for. I'm not going to probably go beyond that. So if you do want to, that's fine. If you don't. It's all going to be for my wife. I don't, like I said, I don't want or need anything. I get gratification out of doing what I'm doing right now with the people that are around me in the chat and on this YouTube channel, or most of them anyway. The few trolls, they can bite me, but as far as everybody else, I always have a good time.
Just buy your father-in-law some candy.
What's that?
Buy your father-in-law some candy.
Yeah, there you go. And I what did we buy on the way? They were these awesome. She told me they were made with vegetable. My wife said they were a donut, almost like a sugar donut. And we stopped, and they were selling them on the corner in Korat. And she said, "Here, try one of these." She bought them for her father. They were greenish colored. They were freaking awesome. And she said they were made out of some kind of vegetable. Now, what it was, I don't have a clue, but they were delicious. In fact, I could probably eat 30 of them. I ate one and stopped. I can't get any bigger than I am. But yeah, it was a nice trip yesterday. I will do a video on it once I get the pictures of the stuff that she bought. Her mom bought her some stuff for us for the house, and they're mostly stuff for flowers, pots, and stuff to sit on the front porch and look pretty type stuff. Everything with fish on it.
I'll be back in a minute or two. Stand by.
All right, you bet. We should choose our friends wisely. That says yes, always. You never know, man. Like I said, you don't know people until they show their true face, and then you can understand what they're about. That's why I said when people meet me and I meet them, I've had the luxury of everybody that I've met is exactly the same person. And I'm talking about people from YouTube on this channel are exactly the same as they are here on this channel. So, which is good. And like I said, hopefully they feel the same about me. And I didn't ask too much, but the sound and the video and everything's good.
Yes.
There's Joe.
I came over.
Everybody's got a beard. So
That's why.
Good. Yeah, but did Mitch? Did you give him the link to a good? Hey, Craig, I didn't even see you there. To a good person to do that paperwork for? I think you did, but I didn't. Trying to catch this stuff, and I'm not doing a very good job of it. But what are we at? We're at an hour and 30 minutes, but we got still 16 people around hanging. So I'm going to hang for a little while. Who did I miss that came in? The real man, Mr. Boom. So wonderful.
Forget about him.
Yeah. It's pretty funny. I think it's hilarious.
You'll find out who that was when you check the group chat.
Okay, cool. Let's see. Oh, what did I miss? Who did I miss? Craig, I saw, right? Craig, he said hello to everybody. I already did, and so is. Did I? What's happening? Gary's still here. Nice plan. Yeah, I don't know. I'm going to have some fun, man. Everybody that I met, I can't wait to meet everybody that is coming to Thailand. Can't wait to meet Andy, Brock when he gets here, Jay, and everybody that's in the chat that's planning on coming here. I look forward to meeting. And like I said, hopefully probably after the first of the year, things settle down a little bit, and I'm thinking maybe in April, May, something like that. We have enough people together that we say, hey, we want to all wives, girlfriends, friends, whatever, all meet up in one particular spot and have 10, 12, 15 of us meet somewhere and have a good couple of days. I think it would be epic. I like that stuff. I live for making friends now. Really weird when I was younger, and I don't know. I never trusted or liked anybody. Now I don't know if that was good or bad. It kept me out of a lot of crap, I'm sure. But now I'm just the opposite. I want to meet people. I want to interact. Closing. Oh wow. So what was that? Was that Stuck saying he's coming? Wait a second. Mr. Mitch, closing date on 12/20, but it's going to take a few months to get everything squared away. Are you coming here, or are you just selling something, Stuck? I missed it. Sorry. Somebody's got the hiccups. Joe has the hiccups. Congratulations. Wow. So what did I miss? I guess he's coming. Maybe he's coming here. That would be awesome, Stuck. I look forward to meeting you, sir. Let me know. And anyway, Mr. Will still have not recognized a certain Ginger Billy channel. What's Ginger Billy? What is that? Anybody know? Why are you mad?
No clue.
Anyway, let's see. Congratulations to Stuck, regardless, I guess. What a fishing pole. Craig says, hello, Tony. Do you have a fishing pole as a requirement? Yeah, I've got 3 of them picked out on Lasada. They've been in my what is it called, the little shopping cart for 2 years now, and I have not ordered any of them. But there's a lot of places right around the new house that I see a bunch of people fishing with poles, throwing nets too, but most of them are with fishing poles. So I'm looking forward to that. It says, help me with that one, Zoe. And what did he say? I will eventually make it to Thailand. I'm not sure if I'm going to go in the middle of the summer, though. Okay. To move, you're talking about, Stuck, to retire, or just to come visit again? It's Ginger Billy YouTube. I don't know what that means. Everybody tell me no license required for fishing in Thailand. I need to find out about that, to tell you the truth, because I don't know. I don't know, Dirty on Man, whether it is or not.
Hey, Dave. So you kind of casually mentioned a few times your ideas about joining in with a ride with your Honda.
Yeah.
Can you talk about that?
Yeah. Well, there about that. I want to say it's over a year ago or something. It was Chuck from No Time to Be Sad and Joe, Foreigner Joe, and
sure, we all know them. Yeah,
they were talking over a year ago, I think, maybe even longer. They've been talking about getting together and doing a ride. And then when Joe got his Forza, I think it even escalated more. And then
right.
Of course me and Joe became more friendly because we're building a house and talked to each other quite a bit and became friends. And now I think that they're going to do it. I'm thinking they're going to do it in December. I don't know exactly, but it's probably going to be. And like I said, I don't want to intrude on anything. Joe has given me an invite, but if anybody felt uncomfortable, I would just leave. But I would like to meet up and meet Chuck and James. And I think it would be Joe, Chuck, James. Probably Mitch wants to go. I want to go. There'll probably be 6, 7 people maybe. And maybe it gets too large. I don't know. But like I said, I won't intrude on anything. But I'm hoping to be welcomed. And I don't think anybody would hate me, not right out of the bat. Fact,
Dave, that group's going to welcome you. Just
I would.
That to bed.
I would think.
I
would think Chuck would be all right.
You.
All right, and so Stuck says I may spend the summer in the mountains of Mexico or Peru, and then come to Thailand. Okay, cool. I look forward to meeting you. And Stuck says no fishing license required. Cool. And this is what Gary's saying. I'm planning for April. Cool. For a month. All right. Well, I'm looking forward to that. Yes. No. Oh, Frank Sant verified that too. No fishing license. Cool.
What the Thai government doesn't really like is going fishing with a small 12-volt battery and a 240-volt inverter on your back, and
They
you
don't like that.
And stick the wires in the water and press a button and shock the fish.
Yeah, I was going to say, what do they think about me chucking a grenade over my left shoulder?
That's what a buddy of
No,
mine
that's
got.
probably okay.
A buddy of mine years and years ago, he used to keep a quarter and half a stick of dynamite. He'd keep it and he'd go up to this favorite place up in the wherever he would go, and he'd toss it in the water. That's his idea of fishing. Well, he got raided or busted on some kind of a gun thing or something. This was 30 years ago, and they ended up finding the explosives, and it ended up giving him some extra time. But yeah, I just want a fishing pole. I'm different because I think Mitch had mentioned that he likes to catch fish. He doesn't necessarily like to fish. I enjoy both. I like to fish and I like to catch fish. But hey, Uli, how you doing, sir? Uli's in the house. I hope you're feeling better. I think things are going better for you, if I'm not mistaken. Let's see.
Good morning.
Is Uli Sawasti?
Yes. Swati. Yes. What is this one? What did Zoe say? That's why Dave. What do I need? Needs one similar. What do I need? I'm missing. I'm trying to catch up on stuff, and I'm falling farther behind. It's amazing. Everybody's saying good morning to Uli. I look forward to meeting Uli too. I didn't get a chance to meet him when I was there. He had the accident and stuff shortly before I got there. I didn't get to meet TT Titastic either. I'm looking forward to that also. So next time when I come, I'm hoping that if James does it, I'll be there in December. Whenever he does it, I'm going to be there. So I'll make it high on the priority list. Probably the only way that I would miss it if it was one of the days we're moving and I need to be here to move the house would be the only thing that I could think of that would keep me from doing it. So what did I miss? And Mitch is still here, I'm guessing. Yes, it's improving. Good to hear, Uli. Good to hear. And I am looking forward to next time when I get there. I'm coming to see you. I don't have my Santa Claus shirt on, but I have a better one. This one, scary looking, kind of like clown dude. I like him. I don't have my Santa Claus to show everybody.
I've got a Santa Claus job in a couple of weeks.
The funny thing is, other than about a week or two ago, Dave, your beard length only changed. That was the only thing that I noticed. You're like, I'm like,
it needs to be trimmed again. I need to get I bought another set of clippers because my other ones now they wanted to adopt to clip the dogs. That's what my old ones are. So I got a brand new one. I have to find the right blade length, and so all I got to do is do this instead of trying to, do it with a pair of scissors.
My wife spent today because she likes to do it herself, and God bless her, like painting her nails and then dyeing her hair. I'm like, well, look at Dave. There he is.
Yeah,
His white's the same color every week.
And it's been that way for a while now. I think
somebody's doing that. I don't know. Was it you?
I went gray a little bit early, I think, in my opinion, anyway. But it doesn't bother me. Now I know that one day I was sitting, and me and my wife were in the living room, and we're looking outside, and one of her aunts came over to visit, and she's out there picking through my wife's my mother-in-law's hair. And I'm going, is this a monkey thing? Is she going to start eating bugs or something? And what it was she was out there picking gray hairs. Thai people do not like gray hairs. So she's out there picking all these gray hairs
I,
off of my
I know
mother-in-law's
this.
head. I didn't know that.
No, I know this.
Good luck on cooking.
I've played this game. I know,
Makes sense.
Dave. Yes,
Yeah,
it's
It's interesting. Now, I wanted to show you guys. Trip Steele. She goes fishing at the supermarket. I agree. That's also a good place, and you never get skunked. You always come home with some food. Well, this was Mitchell. He's like the fishing idea. I love the idea of fishing and getting the boat, finding this exclusive pond on the shoreline, catching fish. Otherwise, I get bored. Yeah, when I go in the morning, when I used to go in the morning, I had a pontoon boat, but during the winter and stuff,
right.
I had a little aluminum boat, and we had a kicker on it and downriggers and all that kind of stuff, and we had landlocked salmon, and I could be on the water in 3 minutes from my house on Bass Lake. No one there, snow on the shore, trout at that particular time, and I would catch my limit 3 times going from. I learned that I didn't need to rush out at 6 o'clock in the morning. I'd get there at 9, and I'd stop at 12. I'd take my whatever I wanted to eat, 3 of them. The rest of them went back or went to the eagles because we had bald eagles there. And when you were driving, they would know. They would sit up in a tree, and right where I was trolling, they'd be just sitting there watching me. And as soon as I'd bring one up, if I'd take it off and I'd hold it up in the air, they'd start flapping their wings and they'd head towards me. I would bang that fish's head on the side of the boat and throw it up in the air. And sometimes they would catch it midair, but they would definitely come down in the water and get it. I should have taken video of that. It was awesome to watch. Majestic birds, the bald eagle, just awesome to watch. But I had a lot of fun. I always got trout, bring them home. My wife didn't eat them. She would call friends to come over. I would usually keep 5, the limit, and I would cook them up for them.
We have bald eagles around here, Dave, in the part of Florida where I live. And in fact, we've had them in our backyard, and my wife was trying to maneuver to take some pictures, but I had my camera set up, and I was going to do it from another window that wasn't so much didn't have the screens and things. And bald eagles are some of the most skittish animals you will ever encounter. If you get up on them in any way, I mean, even in about 100 meters or so, they are just very skittish. They don't want to engage with you. They'll go.
And all the ones in Bass Lake were all transplants. They brought them up there. They put them up there. They've been there for 60 years or something, 50 years. They've been there a long time. They have their nests, their spots that they are, and they're growing, and that's why they put them there to
well, our wilds here, they will be very short and curt with you. You know, they're not going to be. I don't know. It's not like something that you can like do something and run a documentary on. You might scare them off.
Yeah, they're majestic. And I was the only one on the lake. No one else on Bass Lake. Nothing. The trout were plentiful. It was cold, but I sat there. That's what I was saying, kind of, because Mitch saying you get bored. I brought my thermos, the old style Stanley thermos with the little cup on top.
Oh, I know what you're talking about, man. That's awesome.
Yeah, the one that locks into the box that you have. And I put in, I'd make a breakfast burrito or something, put it in there, and I'd have my coffee, and I smoked cigarettes like they were going out of style. And I just sit there and from 9 to about 12, and then I'd pull the boat out, and I could do it all by myself. The tracker that I had was a little bit easier than the regular 12-foot aluminum boat that I ended up getting instead, because the tracker was way too much. I didn't need that. So, but the pontoon boats, and when my cousin was alive and he brought up his little boys at 9, 10 years old, man, we had a absolute ball out there in summertime fishing for the kokanee salmon. And we had the pontoon boat, the tracker. We'd bring them over, catch them, bring them up, drive over to where I had the pontoon boat moored, and I'd leave it in the water all summer long. And we'd get off on there. I had a stainless steel, regular size barbecue mounted on the bow. We'd gut them, we'd fillet them, and we'd cook them and eat them right there on the boat. Just caught them 15, 20 minutes prior. It was unbelievable. The kids were like, they were in heaven because he worked on NCIS. He was there for 10 years, and he worked on JAG before that for 10 years in special effects until he got ALS, and then he had to stop, and he died, passed away. But he would come up to my house up there, and he had the one good thing about being in the studios is if you get on a good show like that, like he had 10-year run with JAG, and he was on 10 years. Now it's over 10 years with Mark Harmon and NCIS. He would they'd go on hiatus, so he'd actually get a big month and a half off. So he would come up and spend the whole time up there because he was divorced, and we'd have a good time. We had a good time. I miss him. He was one of the good ones. Let's see, what did Mr. Mitch say about the bald eagle? Thank God they made bald eagle our national bird, because initially it chose the turkey. Yeah, no shit.
He's actually correct. Ben Franklin pushed really hard
for the turkey
to be the national bird. So Mitch is actually correct.
No worries, Joe.
Hey guys, I'm checking my own clock here. It's about time for me to. Well, actually, probably about 15 minutes ago, I needed to clock out.
I'm going to close it out there, Baron. Anyway, thanks for coming on, Jake. Always a pleasure. Thank you for the super
Dave,
chat.
I see you, Brock. Adios, arrivederci, masalama, Saudi Cup. Guys, hey, you know something? This is one of the better things that's on YouTube right now is your channel, Dave.
Thank you.
We're just we're straight up honest people, which is great.
Yeah, and as long as
what you do,
we're gonna have a bunch of fun and more to come. So thank you for coming on, Jake, and I will see you later.
All right, you guys take care. Adios, arrivederci, masalama, Saudi Cup. Take care. Bye.
See you, brother.
See you, Jake.
See.
If you want to see a real eagle, take a look at the Australian wedgetail. It's a big bugger.
Is it?
Yeah.
What did I miss? One of the things I didn't really. Go ahead. What were you saying? Oh,
the wedgetail can swoop and pick up a lamb and fly it away.
Oh wow! I was always scared of the owls where I lived outside of Los Angeles. We always had miniature doxies, and one of them actually finally did get picked up by the big barn owl, and the way I could tell is what the owls will do is they come down and they grab them and puncture them, obviously. Then they fly them up and they drop them, and when they drop them, it's supposed to kill them. This little doxy crawled about 50 yards to get back, close to the house, and needless to say, I can't say because it's really not a good thing to get rid of an owl, but that one seemed to disappear. It was amazing. I wished it and it was gone. It was an amazing thing. But yeah, I was always afraid of the little dogs, and now with Toby, the little freaking dog that was kind of special to me now because he was basically, or she was basically born when I was in, she came into our lives right when I was with the tube in my mouth. So she's kind of special to me. Let's see. One thing about life is something to figure out. You die. Sometimes start fearing everything over again. Yeah, I just got to have a good time, man, in this life. It's not going to be here for forever. And like I said, Dave never signs off. I say I do. What is this? What did he say? I'll have to check out on static. I am going to. It's been an hour and 50 minutes, and I'm going to say goodbye to Al, Trip, Mitch, Dirty Old Man. Tom is back. Randy, he's still here? Or did he leave? Gary, thank you for coming in. Joe, thanks for all the super chats and stickers. I really appreciate it, brother. My wife's going to appreciate it more. Stuck. Who else is here? Uli, if you're still here, Mark, if you're still here, everybody, thanks for joining. We'll do it again in a couple of days, which today is Friday. So maybe Sunday, maybe Monday, we might take the weekend off. Brock, you want to say something before I click the outro deal?
What he said.
All right, everybody.
Bye.
Thanks. Have a good one. And here we go.